Hi, I'm Dan Vaida, film and stage actor from Transylvania, Romania, who moved to North America to pursue my acting career. Before we dive into the topic of today, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel, press the subscribe button, also the notification bell next to it, because that's how my channel is growing and that's how you're supporting me, and it doesn't cost you anything. I get that question a lot, so I feel the need to answer it beforehand in this video. So the topic of today is bringing some clarification about a term very commonly used in the world of acting or acting coaching that, at least in my case, brought a lot of confusion, and I want to make some clarifications. Hopefully some people will get great value from it. It's about the arc. When you go to an acting coach or when you talk to your acting friends, they would say that a scene or an audition, anything that you play basically has to have an arc. And for the longest time, I envisioned, and maybe it's because English is not my first language, but I envisioned for the longest time the fact that you have, as a character, you have to start a scene, for example, and be, let's say, happy, and towards the end of the scene be shocked or be surprised or be something totally different than being happy. For example, I was thinking, okay, you find out you got a promotion from work, you go home as a character, right? So I'm talking about character now. You go home and then you open the door, all excited that you got a promotion, you want to let your family know, and you find them lying down on the floor and they all have stab wounds and blood is gushing everywhere, and now you're shocked of what happened when you just entered the room. So before you open the door, you had a state. Once you open it, you saw what happened. You are in a totally different state, which is, in this particular case, a state of shock. So that's what I thought it means, that a scene has to have an arc. Or I was having in mind the character that Al Pacino plays in The Godfather, when at the beginning he's that quiet, pretty regular guy who's part of a mob family, but he doesn't want to touch any of those family businesses that are not very legit and very clean. And at the end, he is, or towards the end of the film, the trilogy, he is so deeply involved in that crime and that corrupted businesses that he does. So that, in my opinion, it's an arc when you have a huge change, a huge transition. The beginning and the ends are so different. And I was struggling with this concept for a long time, because I kept saying to myself, I said, a lot of those scenes that we audition for or we play, they're not written like that. And if you just add your own make-up story on top of something that's written down, it's not right. It doesn't serve the author or the piece of the text. It doesn't serve the story you're playing or auditioning for. So I had that conflict within myself all the time. I said, what do they mean by arc? Like, it's not written like it has an arc. And then I had, not once, I had sometimes auditions that led to bookings, or that led to me being on the short list or on hold, and they had no arc. Because I was thinking, I said, this doesn't have any arc, yet I'm on the short list. How? Why? So anyways, after talking to acting coaches, to acting friends and all that, now I got some clarification what they mean by arc. In fact, when they say a scene has to have an arc, they don't actually talk about an arc. I would envision an arc. Like, it's not a bloody arc. No, it is about moments of transition, of nuances, unless it's written otherwise, of course, of shifts, emotional shifts. The thoughts are shifting according to what you're noticing happening around you, or what you get from the other character, what's happening in the scene. You can start a scene very curious, and then towards the end of the scene you can be more suspicious, or you can be more clear. Depends what's happening. So basically, when they say the scene has to have an arc, it's the scene has to have moments when you're going through different states. You're changing your mood as a character and as an actor, for sure. And the thoughts that you're going through and all those things are changing. It's not a flat scene from the beginning to end. You're not playing the same note, let's say, or like in music, or you're not playing the same emotion from the beginning to the end without being affected by what's around you. So you're also supposed to react to what's going on. It's not a straight line from beginning to end. That's what they mean when they say a scene has to have an arc. But it's very, very confusing. No, a scene has to have, in my opinion, transitions, has to have moments of shifting your mood from, again, there's so many examples I can give, but can be from being happy to be intrigued, or being curious to being certain of something now. There are so many possibilities. So you can only serve the text, and if the text doesn't have a huge jump from the beginning towards the end, it's not a huge difference between what's written there, then yeah, we don't want to add stuff that's not there, because that's just making stuff up. We want to serve the author, serve the text, and of course bring it to life, breathe life into it by allowing the moment to live through us, let's call it that way. And it's all about having those, I would say, transitions and shifts, and not huge arcs. Like I was envisioning arcs, like like a semicircle. No, it's not that. So I hope you guys got some value from it. It's something that I finally realized what it means, and I will never ever use in my whole life the word arc, because I don't think it's good for what it's supposed to mean. I would talk about transitions and moments and shifting moods and thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Ask me questions, post your comments, subscribe to my channel. That's free of cost, and it's helping me immensely. Thank you for watching. See you next time.